Hello, grade 7 students. How are you? Hope you're doing well. I am Mrs. Maysam Al-Masri, your physics teacher, and we're going to start by chapter 10, electric circuits. So we're going to discuss electricity, and here in slide 2 appears the objectives of this chapter. Let's start by the lesson. We're going to discuss first the incandescent lamp. Incandescent lamp means shining lamp, and this is the incandescent lamp. Let's see its parts. So first, observe figure 1. Observe means look carefully at the figure. This is figure 1. We have an incandescent lamp. The question is, label the parts of the lamp. Label means we have to assign the parts of the lamp on the figure. Let's see its parts. It has 4 main parts. First, the glass bulb. We also have inside a tungsten filament. It's a filament made up of a metal called tungsten. That's why we call it a tungsten filament. Why tungsten metal? Because tungsten is a metal that can resist a high melting point, so it can withstand a high temperature and electricity. It also has a base, this is the base, and the central contact. So 4 main parts of the incandescent lamp. You have to know something, that when we want to connect the lamp to a source of electricity to make it glow, we have to connect it from this part. So it must be connected from the base and the central contact. So we call them the terminals of the lamp. So the base and the central contact are called the terminals of the incandescent lamp. Now observe figure 2. This is figure 2. In the figure, we are seeing an incandescent lamp. We are seeing inside it the tungsten filament inside. The tungsten filament has 2 extremities. One extremity is connected to the base, and the other is connected to the central contact. So that's why we connect the lamp from this part. That's why it's connected from the base and the central contact. And we call them the terminals of the lamp, because the extremities of the filament are connected to the terminals of the lamp, which are the base and the central contact. So when electricity passes in the filament heats up and emits the light. That's how an incandescent lamp functions. So they are asking us a question here. The 2 extremities of the filament are connected to 2 different parts of the lamp. As you can see in figure 2, that the 2 extremities of the filament are connected to 2 different parts of the lamp. Indicate these 2 parts. Look at the extremities. They are connected to which 2 parts? To the base and the central contact. So as a conclusion, the extremities of the filament are connected to the terminals of the lamp, which are the base and the central contact. Now, we're going to take the types of the incandescent lamp. The incandescent lamp has 2 main types. A lamp with a screw base. A lamp with a screw base like this picture. Look at it carefully. Look at the base. Here is the base. It's like a screw مثل البرغي. We have to rotate it in order to fix it in its socket. بدي ابرم منيح لللمبة حتى اقدر علقها بالسوكت اللي إلها. While the other type of a lamp is a lamp with a push button base. Push button base, look at this picture. Look at the base mainly. Its base is not like the screw base lamp. So we do not have to rotate it to fix it. We just push it فتلة صغيرة بس ليعلقوا the 2 metals الأطراف. So it's a lamp with a push button base. So, quick revision. We took the incandescent lamp, we labeled its parts on the figure. Then we said that the base and the central contact are called the terminals of the lamp because we connected from the terminals. Why do we connect it from the terminals? Because inside the lamp, the extremities of the filament are connected to the terminals of the lamp. One extremity is connected to the base, the other is connected to the central contact. And finally, we took the two types of the incandescent lamp. We have a lamp with a screw base and a lamp with a push button base. In Arabic, we call them the screw base البرم والpush button base الكبس. So they differ in the shape of their bases. Now, in order to make the lamp glow, we need to connect it to a source of electricity. This source would be a battery, or we can call it a dry cell. So battery and dry cell carry the same meaning. They are the same in meaning. It's the source of electric current, so it can give the lamp electricity, electric current. So since the battery or the dry cell is a source of electric current, we also call it an electric generator. So dry cell or battery is also called a generator because it's a source of electric current. So we use it to light a lamp. Now, as you can see in the figure, we have different shapes and sizes of dry cells. So these four dry cells have a cylindrical shape of different sizes, while this dry cell has a rectangular shape. But all dry cells have two distinct poles. Distinct means different. One pole is positive plus, the second is negative minus. Concerning the cylindrical dry cell, the poles are, this is the positive pole and this is the negative pole. While concerning the rectangular dry cell, the poles are next to each other. This is the negative pole and this is the positive pole plus. They do not look alike because they are distinct. One of them is positive, the other is negative. So to light a lamp, it needs a source of electric current. This source could be the dry cell. Dry cell has many meanings. We can call it also a battery. So battery يعني dry cell نفس المعنى. And we call it also a generator because it's the source of electric current. And each dry cell has two distinct poles. One of them is positive and the other is negative. And when we want to connect the dry cell, we should connect it from its poles. Now, when we want to connect the dry cell to the lamp, we need connecting wires. بدنا شرايط شرطان لنقدر نوصل اللامب بالدراي cell. So when we join the lamp to the dry cell, we form an electric circuit, and which is the title of our lesson. So electric circuit means when we connect the components together, يعني when we join the lamp to the dry cell by using connecting wires, we form an electric circuit, like in the figure here. This is an electric circuit. We have a battery, or we can call it also the dry cell. We have a lamp. The lamp is put in a socket لنثبتها, and we have also a switch. We can add a switch to the circuit, the switch like on off, just to control electricity. And then we join them by connecting wires. Here we used 1, 2, 3 connecting wires, and now we formed a circuit. The second circuit here, we only have a dry cell and a lamp. We didn't put a switch, and we connected them by connecting wires. We formed an electric circuit, positive pole to the base, negative pole to the central contact, and the lamp glows. So what's an electric circuit? It's a group of electric components that is mainly formed of a dry cell. Dry cell is important in the circuit because it's the source of electricity. We can also add a lamp or a motor. The lamp glows when it takes electricity. The motor rotates بيفتل مثل motor of a fan. تاعول اللعب الصغار. Okay, when they take electricity they rotate. Okay, connecting wires to connect them, and we can also add a switch. So when we join these components together, we form an electric circuit. Thank you for watching. Please watch them very well and get ready for part 2. Goodbye.